What's going on, y'all? All right, so I know he's gone. I cut it the other day and I was like, whatever. See, I'm like white tan. Anyways, so I have not made a video in freaking forever. Long story short, I was doing the boat. I was taking a bunch of videos about it. It's a little crooked. All right, so I was taking a bunch of videos and phone crashes. It won't charge anymore. I'm like, crap. Before my phone died, I tried figuring out a way to charge it so I could upload all the videos I've been making. It didn't work. It ended up crashing. I was able to make one of my old phones work, and I was like, all right, fine. I'm going to make videos with this phone, and then I'm going to continue making another video. Last week, my wife decided to throw that freaking phone into a washing machine, so I got a new phone, which is good because now my quality is mwah. And which sucks is that I lost literally all my videos, all of them. So I made a little bit of progress on the boat. I'm going to show you guys right now. I put it into the garage right now, so I'll kind of give you an overall tour of what I've done, how I did it. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Hopefully I can keep it like under 15 minutes. But I'm going to try and go into detail what I did, how I did it, the problems I had, what I did to fix it, and let's go. So I'm a little bit embarrassed to kind of show you guys my garage, so I'm going to try to keep my angles to where you can't see all the crap that's in here, because I've just... I need to get this thing cleaned up. I'll take it outside, but I'm still a little bit shy to make videos, so I don't want all my neighbors like peeking out the windows like, oh, what's he doing? Oh, what's he walking around with his phone? Anyways, she looks a little different, don't she? All right, I'm gonna show you guys like in detail, kind of do a little walk around so far what I've done on it. I have been on the water probably... can't even tell you how many times. I have gone through 4 full tanks, and this is like, I think it's a 12 gallon tank. So I've already gone through at least 4 of those, and this thing is freaking legit. Okay, so this is obviously not finished. So I'm gonna have a panel that I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna take this off. This is just temporary, so I have something to hold the gauges on. And so I went with the GPS gauge. My tachometer still doesn't really work, and I really hate my water temp gauge. It's like always has the condensation in there, or whatever you want to call it. Other than that, I'm still gonna be building the trim pieces that I kind of promised in the beginning. I'm gonna make sheet metal pieces that go like this all the way around, and covers up a nice big portion to where my control panels can fit all nicely. I'm going to outline this thing, and I'm going to make also either sheet metal, maybe like diamond plate. I don't know, something. All right, so that's that. It's got new gauges. I don't know if you guys remember all the wiring I had. This is what it looks like now. I am going to be making another panel that goes and covers all of this up, so that way all you get is carpet, and it looks nice and clean. So let's kind of just, I guess, start from the console here. I'm going to just sit up in here. I forgot to brag about my control panel. So like I said, how I was going to have lights everywhere and stuff. So, check it. Got LEDs everywhere. That one actually is not connected yet. That one is not connected yet. But, I got lights here. Got lights in the back. And I actually want to add some right there. And one right there. And some underneath the steering wheel. I did get everything to work. My aerators work. Everything works. You can't hear it, but I could feel it vibrating. So all that stuff works, and let's move on. The seat's all wet, but it's okay. We sit down. All right, so the remote. I pretty much rebuilt all the internals in here. So it has two spinny dials. I'm going to see if I possibly have a video that's saved on the cloud to show you guys what was going on in here. It's pretty much the way it works is it's got 2 teeth that regulate the gears. So when you get in there, it goes into that position, and then you put it into then it runs your RPMs. When you get it to here, it throws it into your gears. and then neutral, and then reverse, and then RPMs, so, or throttle. So got that old thing to work. I found a couple parts that I randomly just bought on Amazon, and I was like, it looks like the same stuff, so I'll buy it. And guess what? It freaking works. Now I do have to re-glue this. Man, sorry guys for my quality. The lighting in here is absolute trash. So let me see if I can kind of. All right, so this trim button here. Hear that? All right, so the reason it didn't work is because, man, if you can see, the handle on it was broken. There's the little screw right behind here that holds this button. Now I did take all this apart. I was able to fix that screw, but it looks like after me beating on this thing for quite some time, it came loose again. So I'm gonna have to take this apart, redo it, re-glue it, and possibly fix it up with ramen the way you see those Chinese guys do it. But other than that, freaking throttle works great. Also, the way I fixed the floor is exactly what I was telling you I would do. I basically took some aluminum 1x1 bars, and I kind of just made a frame, threw plywood on top because I was gonna do sheet metal at first, but then I had a bunch of plywood left over, so I threw that on top, made it super strong, and it's not going anywhere. It's got a nice big gap under there for air or whatever to dry out the plywood if it ever gets wet. Seats I rebuilt. They were broken and damaged. I had a couple of extra ones, and so I made them work. Kind of took some apart, and sorry, neighbors mowing the lawn, and I kind of shut off the video. All right, so seats, like I said, pieced together from all the extra seats I had. They turned out great. Trolley motor I actually had laying around for like 2 years for a John boat project I was doing, and I still got to get to that. So, I mean, sorry, don't got to get to that. I still had this left over, and I actually didn't finish that project. So, that's that. And remember, like I was telling you guys, I'm going to be making a plate that goes over and covers all this up, and I'm still going to be doing that. The thing that I was trying to figure out was whether I'm going to do a metal plate on top, or I might do one of those black rubber things that come out to like here, and it's like a rubber pad, and then it's going to cover up this whole front end with all these holes and everything. It's going to cover all that up, and then on the front I'm going to do the sheet metal still. And here are the lights I was telling you guys about, the LEDs. They work freaking awesome. They're super bright at night. They actually, when I'm on the river, they actually light up the trees a little bit, so it gives me a lot of light to see. The carpet I went with, I actually really regret. I went to Home Depot and just bought outdoor carpet. Now the problem with that is that it was complete trash. It doesn't stick, and there's a lot of areas where the glue I used does not actually stick the carpet, so I don't know how long it's gonna last me, but I figured I'm gonna run with it right now. And then if I have to change it later, I'm gonna go with the one at Lowe's because it actually has a different backing, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So right here, this is the carpet that you get from Lowe's. It's actually cheaper than Home Depot, and it's way better because it has like this rubber backing. I don't know if it's a perk or if it's a negativity, but it freaking works so much better. It glues better, it looks better, it's stronger, and I like it better. So if I have to redo the boat again, I'm gonna redo it with this carpet. Now, the reason why I went with the outdoor carpet is because marine carpet online, anywhere you look, you're paying like $250, I think it was on eBay, $250 for a carpet that's like a 6x8. And you can get a roll that's like, I think I can get a 20-foot roll that is 8 foot wide at Lowe's for like $3 or $4 a foot. So you're paying like $30 versus $200, and it's a no-brainer. You got to be kind of to buy the marine grade. You know, I think it's just sometimes when you put marine in front of something, it just blows up the value for no apparent reason. So anyways, moving on. All right, so see, we got the lights on. Like I said, I'm going to be putting, now I haven't finished the hinges yet, but there's a light, in every single box. The live well. So here, there's a light here. All right, so this is kind of what I did with the wiring here. Kind of cleaned it up a bit. Now I still need to redo the floor where the battery goes down to. Right now it's all just temporary because I got overly excited and I really wanted to run the boat. So that being said, everything under there is still kind of temporary, but it's way better than it was. I really hope I can find videos of how it was and kind of put them together on this video, because it's crazy the before and afters right now. Like I said, seats, they're cheap, they're kind of crappy, but they were with the boat, pieced them together, made them work. Like, I was going to still finish the trailer. I haven't done that yet because, like I said, everything that I did right now with the trailer is all temporary. I even zip tied some taillights on here because I was going out at night a lot. So that is some quality zip tying, and I know you're jealous because not everyone is a master at zip tying. So beautiful. I'm just kidding. All right, so when it comes to the motor, let me see, I got the trim to work here. Oops, it's locked up. My trim was not working for a while, and I was just kind of low on fluids, and I ended up getting new fluids. Ended up getting a new lower unit because the old one was completely trashed. So, well, it had a crack in it. I don't remember where I was on the last video, if I showed you guys it taken off or it was still on there. I don't remember, but this was me because I am still a complete noob with boats. So other than that, I got this thing running. So to get this thing running actually was a bit of a project on its own. It would start on the hose perfectly fine. I never had any issues. I would hook up the muffs, fires up, no problem. I drop it in the water, crank and crank and crank until my battery's dead. It'll fire and then dies. It'll fire like for a second, and then as soon as you throw it into gear, it dies. I couldn't figure out for the life of me. So then I started I brought it back home. I started messing around with it. I'm gonna take off the cover and I'll show you kind of the diagnostics I did, how I figured out exactly what was wrong with it. And I was able to narrow it down by myself with just exactly what it was. Got the part I needed, fixed it, fired up. Mwah, beautiful. Okay, so this is what the Johnson 90 looks like. It's a V4. Pretty self-explanatory, very simple motor. The first time I opened it up, I thought it would be a lot more complicating than it was. Once you kind of start following every cord, every wire, you realize that this is like the most simple motor you've ever seen in your life. And I'm not very good with two-strokes. This is my first two-stroke small motor, so it was fun. Got two carbs up front, have the flywheel, stator underneath, and starter. Basically, coil packs, spark plug wires, coils, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so what was happening is this side was firing up and running on the hose. This side was not. Everyone kept saying, oh, coil packs go out. These are the coil packs right here. It starts right here and it kind of all connects to one. Now, when those go out, they say that they just randomly sometimes will go out and you got to get a new one. You can't fix it. What was happening with mine is that these two were working, these two were not. I literally would take everything. I would swap the plugs. It would work. It would still fire here. I swapped the wires. It would still fire here. I swapped the coil packs. It only still fired here. I swapped the coils. It only fired here. I swapped everything to this side from this side, and it would always only fire here. So that gave me confirmation that everything here works. It's just not getting spark. So then I started trying to figure out how to test the stator. Now the stator is underneath the flywheel. Now underneath the flywheel is like, it's pretty much like a round thing with a bunch of magnets on it, and it has a little contact with the flywheel. I think it contacts. I'm not actually too sure. It touches the flywheel. With the friction, it causes it to create power, and these wires right here give power to this area, and then it also gives spark. So there's wires that come out. I see these two brown wires. There's two brown wires that goes into this side. There's two brown wires that go into this side. Now, I knew the stator was bad because I took everything off. I was hoping it wouldn't be bad, but the way you check it, only way to check is with an ohm reader. And what was happening is on this side, I was running about 500 ohms. And on this side, I was running 110. So I knew right away my stator was bad. Found another one on eBay for 60 bucks. Guy was really cool, sent it to me and put it in. Before I put it in, I ran the test again. I was running 550 on this side, 547 on this side. So I was like, perfect. It's what I needed. And got it to work. Now, the thing is, lower units. Everyone says that you need to buy a lower unit that is within 2 to 3 years of the year of the motor. Now, this is an 83. The lower unit is actually a 97. Now, everywhere I looked, they're identical. Like, it bolts right up. Look at this. I mean, it's a seamless. It fits. It's perfect. It's made for this motor. So I'm like, why would it not work? And I'm trying to figure out, why does it not work? Everyone says it's not going to work. I'm like, screw it. A lower unit for this motor was like, I think $500 to $600. And this lower unit I found on Facebook Marketplace, a guy right down the street selling a newer one, and sold it to me for 150 bucks. I was like, sweet. I went, bought it, bolted it up, works just fine. Now, the problem that I had, it would go into gear, but it wouldn't go into reverse. It would go into neutral and first, and I'm like, crap, did I buy the wrong lower unit? I was trying to figure out what I did wrong. Now, I'm going to show you on the old one. 1 second. There's a shift rod. I don't know if that's the right name for it, but it's right here. Now, here you have, here you have your drive shaft, right? And then you have your shifter. This goes up and down. Now, I can't really do it because, you know, you need some leverage and some strength, and I'm very weak and fat. So this needs to go up and down. You see this shape right here? This was turned, man, I wish I would turn it for you. So this was turned this direction, and what was happening is every time I try to put it into reverse, this rod has to go down. This little design right here, you see the shape of this? Versus the shape of the one I have in there. And I don't know if you're gonna see it. You probably will not. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna catch it. So what was happening is the way that was angled, so I don't know if I can do my finger like this, so like this, and it was hitting, anytime I needed to go into reverse, it was hitting my motor, and it wouldn't go into reverse. So then I realized that all I gotta do is just change my old shift rod lever, I don't know what it's called, put my old one onto here, voila, perfect. Now, the problem that I was also again having is still, it would go into reverse, it would shift, but it wouldn't go all the way. It wouldn't like lock in. So I was like, dang it. So it looks like the distance of forward and reverse is different. So what I did was I made another hole, stuck a bolt through here. See that? Made another hole, stuck a bolt through there, and actually moved the distance. So what's happening now is when my shifter goes to shift to the reverse, it moves the shift lever that much further. And boom, there you go. Now I have reverse. And there you go. I have a 97 lower unit on an 83 motor. Everyone says you can't do it. You're welcome. You can do it. All right, so I know I've tried buffing this boat and I did it totally wrong. That video I made was totally wrong. I totally suck. But what I'm gonna try to do is re-sand it, like completely, like a hard sand, start with like 400 and move up to like 15. And I wanna try to see if I can possibly, again, try to bring out, because it's definitely smoother, but it's still really oxidized. And I'm gonna see if I can still bring out more color. If I can't, I actually want to do my own gel coat. I want to try it. I've never done it before, but I think it'd be a fun project. So I think it'll be fun content to do. So if I can't get the shine back out, I'm going to repaint this boat. It's gonna be sweet. So for the most part, everything that I wanted to do, I did. The boat works, it runs really good actually. I was very surprised with the motor. It's fast, it's quick. I actually do want to make more videos on the water. I just don't have time right now, but I am still gonna be doing more. I wanna show you guys in detail now that I do have something to record with. I'm going to show you guys in detail how I make all those little trims that go right there. And then I'm also going to make you guys other videos of possibly doing new gel coat. And I am very much considering doing pour in foam. So I want to possibly take it apart again and re-pour foam on the insides. And why? I don't know. I just want it. It looks cool. So guys, I'm really excited. I've already got 200 followers. I don't know how, but I'm really thankful for all you guys. If you like what you see, if you want to keep going with this, I'm going to have more content. I'm going to be looking at another boat today. I'm going to possibly buy another project. So it needs also all the flooring work and everything. So stay tuned. I'll try to, now that I have something to record with, I'll try to make more videos that more detailed. And this is kind of just an overview to catch you guys up because I have not made a video in a very long time. Sorry about that. Try to stay more on top of things from now on. So have a good day. Thank you guys.